What's up, y'all? This is Critic, and today I'm going to be talking about The Green Knight, which I just came from at the movie theater. Now, The Green Knight is basically about the nephew of King Arthur, basically challenging this mystical, basically big tree-ass dude that he battles. And this is in the trailer, so I can just say it. He ends up beating him, the big tree dude. But then the big tree dude says, since you strike me, it's only right that I strike you. But you had to come to my chapel in 1 year for me to strike you. And that's how the game ends. And that's basically the story. So tonight, I watched The Green Knight. It was really cool because it's been a whole year since I actually been to the theater and watched it. In the real theater, independent theater, and was just watching it because in Philly we have Ritz, and it's basically the only independent theater in Philly. So it's cool being back there. It's been a while since I've been back there, but The Green Knight, man, it's an experience, man. Now, I'll say this, The Green Knight's not for everybody, I'll tell you that right now. Especially A24 film. If you know much about A24 films, they're artistic, they have great imagery, they make you think, but at the same time, it's weird as fuck. You question things that you see on screen, sometimes it disgusts you, or it just takes things too far in your visual eye, so you just oh, what the fuck am I watching? But to me, The Green Knight was fire, man. Dave Patel, who basically plays Sir Gawain, I think that's the main character's name. I know there's been controversy on the name, so my fault if I mess it up. But Sir Gawain, Dave Patel plays, was great. He basically was a dumb ass knight. He was so stupid, bro. Sir Gawain. He goes up against this tree, right? The tree's basically saying, because they're basically there's a room in this one scene with all these brave knights. They're the most legendary knights in history. Basically the Justice League of knights. Especially King Arthur, who's the king. And the tree dude comes and he's like,
I'll challenge any one of you to a game against me.
No one says anything. Even King Arthur was like, I would, but I'm old, so I'm not able to do it. Is anybody else gonna do it? Huh? Anybody else gonna do it? And his dumbass nephew Sir Gawain gonna be like, I'll do it. I can beat this man. Capping. This whole movie, Sir Gawain was just capping, man. Talking about he a knight. Ends up getting beaten, gets his stuff stolen, being humiliated, being scared, being a coward, making dumb decisions all throughout this movie and suffering the consequences. And it's just amazing, man. When you watch dumbass characters, you get annoyed because they can make better decisions. But here, there's a purpose of why he makes them dumb decisions and why he acts the way he acts, which is basically a consequence for his actions, for his dumbass decisions that he makes in this film. Also, by the way, Dave Patel, like I said before, does a great job. Alicia Vikander, I feel was the highlight of this film. Usually when I watch Alicia Vikander, I don't she's good, but I don't see a standout performance that I've seen from her. To be fair, I only watched Laura Croft, and I think it was another film. It was her and I think Eddie Redmayne and not Stephen King, but y'all know the person who got paralyzed and had the glasses on. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
You're a dummy, bitch.
That's only a few movies I've seen her in, so she didn't really stand out to me. But here she stand out because she plays a big part of this movie. and I was really impressed by her performance. Also, Joel Edgerton's here. I'm so glad to see Joel Edgerton back. Last time we seen him was he directed. I forgot, but I remember him in Warrior, and he was great in Warrior. And he's great in here too. Plays a different role, basically doing the Shakespearean type of performance. And here's the thing, right? I'll say this about The Green Knight. The Green Knight is basically a play, a long 2-hour play, which is not with real sets and real cinematography and all that. And the biggest thing about this movie is the production design and the cinematography. Cinematography is fire. It is great. Like, every frame that you see in this film, I could put on my screensaver, and even if you never watched the film, you can just look at it and be like, oh, what is this? This looks amazing. There's it's not really spoiling because it's like the first thing you see in the movie is with Dave Patel with the crown, and then this fire bursting all over his head. Like, that looks great. There's a scene where, you know, that you see clips of it where he sees these giants with this fox, and that looks amazing. The soundtrack to The Green Knight was absolutely fantastic. Like the little sounds, the little violin that you hear in the background, and it's just a suspense that you feel with this soundtrack that keeps you going, and you just look. It just makes you feel. So it just keeps you going as the scene goes on with the soundtrack in the background. Just keeps on going. Especially this, I'm not going to spoil it, but it's just at the end the soundtrack just stands out really well. And also, this is just very cinematic, very cinephile, as they say about this film. Like, if you like a film nerd or anything like that, this film is for you. I'm telling you, they got everything you need on here, from soundtrack, cinematography, great acting, great soundtrack or great score, great production design. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if this gets nominated from the Oscars by the end of the year. Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised by that, because everything about this film is just great. The only problems that I had with the movie was the pacing. The movie is 2 hours and 10 minutes, and that could have been, fair. But when you watch it and you see certain scenes that just keep going and going, you're like, okay, they can shorten it, because I don't really see much going on here. Or they just go forward and just keep going with the story than just hanging on to this one specific scene. Like, some parts, there's purpose for them doing what they had to do with certain scenes, but most of the time it's just, alright, you basically showing off what you created, which I don't mind because it looks so beautiful. And that's basically it. I don't really have anything bad to say about The Green Knight. It's basically all about the pacing. And to some people, if you really like the imagery will keep you going because it looks so beautiful. But if that doesn't do anything for you, or if you're not invested in the story, then I can see some people having really big problems with this movie. But for me, I really enjoyed what I've seen, especially visually, and I was invested in the story a little bit because I really wanted to know what happens in the end. This movie is basically art.
What you currently have in your mouth is
art. I'm giving y'all a full warning. It ain't like a big blockbuster or anything like that. It's very artsy. It's slow. It's nasty. And it's meant to do that. So it ain't gonna be like a hero per se. You're gonna see how a real person will handle a situation, like the King Arthur characters and all that. So that's basically all I can say about The Green Knight. The Green Knight's great. It looks good. It's probably the best looking film of 2021. Might be the best movie of 2021. I'm not sure because we still need to see more films. But I really like I enjoyed The Green Knight. And it's not for everybody, like I said. So, full warning, if you're going to see this movie, just know that you're seeing the A24 film. And that's basically it. Make sure to like this video, comment down below your thoughts on The Green Knight. If you watch it, let me know if you really enjoyed it. And, before I go on my way, I get this film a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to be the first to see my new content. Alright, y'all. Peace.